Charlie's mobile phone has been recording his images, and naturally recorded all the scene of him being welded to death in the car. The fat man looked at Charlie and threatened with all his strength. "I warn you, let me go quickly. Our boss's brother-in-law is no one but Ragnar of the Wu family. You must have heard of Ragnar's name. How can you not provoke him? If you dare to be against me today, my boss and his brother-in-law Ragnar will definitely not spare you." Charlie smiled and said, "Your boss? Your boss is already on the way here, so let's let him watch you on the road later." As he was talking, a helicopter in the sky had already moved quickly. After a few minutes, the plane landed slowly, and several people in black escorted him. Nanshan and his wife Kylie walked off the helicopter. When Nanshan saw the battle in front of him, he was shocked. His soul lost his body. He has been out for so long and has never seen such a scary battle. Dozens of engineering vehicles directly sealed the entire bridge. Several helicopters were parked on the bridge, and dozens of men in black with guns and live ammunition. H thought it was the troops doing some exercises. He couldn't help wondering in his heart, who are these people? Whom did you offend? Those beggars who usually rob themselves of buying and selling, who has such great ability? Those people in black brought him to Charlie. Charlie observed at him and asked in a cold voice, "Are you Nanshan?" Nanshan felt tight, and subconsciously asked, "Who are you? What are you looking for?" Charlie smiled and said, "Me? I am the one who will kill you." When Nanshan heard this, his face became cold, and he immediately said angrily, "You want my life? Do you know who my brother-in-law is?" Charlie smiled and said, "I know, isn't it Ragnar? Do you think Ragnar can save you at this time? If this old dog Ragnar rushes over today, I will kill the entire Wu family today. Right here." "You?" Nanshan was shocked. He couldn't understand why the young man in front of him had such a strong confidence, and he dared to say such arrogant words. "Who is Ragnar?" Ragnar is an existence that no one can match in the whole Orus Hill and no one dares to mess with. He is the king of Orus Hill. But the young man in front of him didn't pay attention to Ragnar at all. What gave him such a confidence? At this time, the fat man who had been completely welded to death in the Mercedes-Benz car opened a window in the car and shouted to the outside, "Boss, boss, you must save me, boss." Nanshan was shocked. He turned his head and found that in the Mercedes-Benz that was welded to death, there was sitting in one of the 9 elders of his beggar gang. He hurriedly blurted out and asked, "Old Lou, why are you here?" The beggar elder in the Mercedes-Benz cried and said, "Boss, I came to pick up the goods. I didn't expect that the boy who talked to me, he actually cheated me, because he united with others to do the crime. Boss, you must save me." Nanshan was frightened and stupid. This battle is clearly to kill. If the opponent dares to kill own elder, he must dare to kill him. He was nervous and scared to die, and tremblingly asked Charlie, "Brother, what on earth do you and I have misunderstood? Or what do you want? Just ask, as long as I can give it to you, I just beg you to let us go." Charlie said coldly, "Your beggars help to do some conscienceless things. What I want today is a heaven. A justice." Nanshan said in horror, "Brother, how can my brother-in-law Ragnar be regarded as a face in the south of the Yangtze River? If you kill me, he will definitely not let you go. Instead of repaying injustices like this, why can't turn fighting into jade?" Charlie smiled indifferently, and said, "I'm sorry, you want to turn a fight with me into a jade silk. You are not worthy. Even Ragnar is not worthy. You see Ragnar as a god, but in my eyes he is just a pile of shit." After that, he said again, "Nanshan, don't worry, come one by one. I will send your brother on the road first, and then have a good chat with you." Immediately afterwards, Charlie looked at the fat man in the Mercedes-Benz, and said coldly, "You kidnap and sell children, you lose your conscience, you are a tiger, and everyone is punishable. Today I will act for the sky and let you do what you do. To pay the price. Don't you like your Mercedes-Benz? Don't you like to stay in it and not get down? Okay, let this car be your coffin and let your boss send you on the road." After all, he looked at Nanshan and said coldly, "Come on, you sing a song loudly for me, Sing a famous Italian song. Goodbye, friends. Nanshan subconsciously shivered and said, I won't. Charlie scolded, UFC King bluff me? Who can sing such a classic song? Nanshan does sing this song, and he often sings it in KTV, but how could he be willing to sing it at this time? The young man in front of him welded one of his generals in a Mercedes-Benz car, and said that he wanted this car to be his coffin, which meant that he would die in the car. He can't save his brother, nor can he sing goodbye to friend when he dies, right? Seeing that he didn't even speak, Charlie immediately yelled, "The sniper, take his right leg." As soon as the voice fell, he heard a gunshot. Then Nanshan knelt on the ground with a plop. His right knee has become a mass of fleshy flesh, and the pain makes him cry. Charlie continued, I count 123, and within 3 seconds, if this person doesn't sing to me, you'll break his other leg. 1, 2. Nanshan was so scared to cry when he heard this. Don't shoot, brother, I will sing. After all, he endured the sharp pain in his right leg and knee, and sang choked with a trembling voice. Oh, goodbye, friend. Ah, goodbye, friend. Ah, goodbye, friend. Goodbye, goodbye.